this is a message for you to make sure that you watch out for close trees. That tree could have been on top of here. In this video, I'm going to show you the damage that happened after Tropical Storm Fred. Hey everyone, I'm Angelique and you are now tuned in to Smarter by Nature TV. So today I'm in my backyard and it is one day after Tropical Storm Fred, and I'm going to show you what happened in our backyard. This is a pine tree, and we have a lot of pine trees in our backyard. We have like 11 pine trees, and this is from our neighbor's yard, but it like jumped the fence line and headed on over into our backyard. Initially, when I heard it crack, I didn't know it was the whole tree that came down. I literally thought it was just this part of the branch, but it was the whole tree that fell. It was already leaning, looking pretty crazy, and I guess this storm just put it out of its misery. I don't know. But we have a large pine tree in our yard, and it just barely missed our hardening off stations in our greenhouse. So I'm really glad about that. So like I said, this tree just barely missed our 2 hardening off stations. And I'm gonna show you what's in our hardening off station because we have a lot of goodies. So let me show you. I made these 2 hardening off stations using PVC pipe, clips, plastic, and rebar, and it's held up for many months now. We just put the plastic back on because it was raining, but normally if it's not raining, the plastic is off. So since today is a nice beautiful day, I'm gonna take the plastic off and get some airflow in there and check on the plants. So here are our baby seedlings. I'm so proud of them. They look so good. We have our kale, our Brussels sprouts, our collards, our mustard greens, and then everything in between. Really more trays of the same thing. So what I like to do when I'm out here is make sure that there's no little bugs around here. Some of this damage is from a few weeks ago, and we took care of it, and they're looking pretty good now. So I just like to come through, but I'm so glad. Right before the storm, about 2 days ago, I gave everyone fertilized water, and they are looking great. I am so proud of them. This is our fall season and we're ready to kick it off. These are purple mustards looking beautiful and ready to go. Here's our other hardening off station. You can see that only a little bit really got disturbed. So I'm really proud of how this thing held up in a tropical storm. So let's see how the plants look. Our hardening off station is just inches from the tree, and it could have pierced through it. It could have just really crumbled it, but we were so lucky. Have our baby mustards. They're looking really good. Everybody's looking good and happy. I'm so glad. They just got some fertilizer about 2 days ago and they are taking off. They're looking wonderful and we are ready for our fall season. Generally, I like to take the plastic all the way off just to make sure everyone gets the proper sunlight, and I just roll it back up when I'm done. I'll do the same for this side. So now we get more sun. Oh, look at that. Sometimes we have bugs getting caught in our plastic, so when we open it, it allows them to be free. So you see we got a little damage from Tropical Storm Fred. It wasn't that much, but it could have been devastating if the tree fell just a few more inches over. It could have just really just toppled everything, but we just missed it. We just made it. And I'm so proud of our seedlings. They look so great. I'm opening them up for some fresh light and some fresh air. They're looking so good. They're almost about to go into the ground. Some of them are older than others, and then some of them are just now producing their true leaves. We have kale, collards, mustards, Brussels sprouts. They are our fall season crops. So y'all stay tuned for that. This is as much as the branch extended to, really on the outside of our greenhouse, and it just barely missed it. I'm so glad it barely missed it. It fell in like the perfect position. I'm so glad of that. We didn't have to move anything. Our seedlings didn't get messed up, and this is a great day. So overall, we didn't get much damage in our yard other than the fence coming down, other than this big pine tree in our yard. But it didn't disrupt any of our seedlings, which is so major for us. I'm so glad. It just missed inches from our greenhouse, and our seedlings are safe. They're doing well, they're looking well, they're growing, so we're so happy about that. This is a message for you to make sure that you watch out for close trees next to your greenhouse, next to your seedling, and just be mindful that this can happen. Trees can come down, they can topple a greenhouse if it's not sturdy enough. And you just have to be mindful of your placement. We got so lucky. If any of these other trees fell down, it would have been a wrap for us. But this tree fell in the right angle at the right time, and we had our seedlings in the right place. So overall, we are happy. So I just wanted to share that with you. Share a day after a tropical storm. It wasn't really crazy out here. There were gusty winds and the treetops were moving and debris was flying, but it didn't really get crazy. So I am in what will be the tall part of the tree. You can see it cracked over there. And it just really, this is supposed to be the top of the tree, many feet in the air, but apparently it's now in our backyard. Now we have to cut these limbs so that I don't have to play limbo every time I come under here. We actually even have a cotton plant right here that I gotta make sure I don't mess up. But this is our situation right now. We have a large pine tree in the backyard, but it just missed our growing area. So I'm really happy about that. Have you had any trees topple down your greenhouse or seedlings destroyed during a storm? Let us know. Thank you for watching. Consider supporting us on Patreon. And as always, thank you for being smarter by nature.